Hello and welcome everyone. Um, uh, this video is we're exploring a little bit about switch security and port security. Uh, we like sometimes what happens is you have to stay proactive when it comes to switch. So for example, if you got a new switch, or even older switch for your office or for your home office, you can just take a proactive approach, and you can implement port security on the switch. So what happens is, otherwise there can be some man in the middle attack or rogue access point. So to protect yourself from all those different kind of attacks, you have to enable switch port security, or you have to configure your switch for the port security. So in this example, we have a home office, or maybe a small company with three computers in the vicinity, and there's three web servers. So three servers. One is application server, web server, and database server, and they're all connected with this one switch. So this switch has 24 ports, and right now only 6 of them are being used, 3 for these computers and 3 for these servers. For security, we have to enable port security. Right now I'm in config mode already. So what I do is I first select interface range, since it's a range of 6 ports. So interface range, and this one is 1 to 6 ports. So we are selecting those 6 ports, and we are enabling switch port. Now what we're doing first is we're making these switches ready for access to the network. So we have three choices here: so access, dynamic, and trunk. So right now, because these ports will be accessing the network, we'll just select access here. Right, and then we go to the switch port again and enable the port security. So we selected those 6 switches first, right? And right here we selected those 6 ports. I'm sorry, 6 ports first. Then we made them in a mode of access, and then finally we enabled switch port security. So what exactly switch port security entails? So the first thing we do is switch port security maximum 1. So here what we're doing is we're making sure that these 6 ports will only let those 6 computers access the switch. That means no other computers at this time can access these 6 switches, these 6 ports that they are connected to, right? So let's go back, and again, now how do this switch do that? So that's the next step: switch port Now here in this step, what we're doing is we're telling the switch to learn the MAC addresses for each of these computers, because they will be connected to these ports and singly to these ports only. So these 6 ports will learn the MAC addresses for those computers in a sticky format. A sticky format means they will dynamically learn the MAC address of those ports. So here we go. Now what we do next is we choose that rest of the ports. Now this switch has 24 ports. So 6 of them are right here, right? We use those ports to connect with the computers right here, and then we have the remaining 7 to 24 ports and 2 gig ports also for maybe for future expansion to a new router or a new switch. So let's get into this again, and let's select those interfaces. So int f0. Now this one, because we already configured 1 to 6, now we have 7 to 24, right? And also gig interfaces 1 to 4, 1 to 2, sorry, because this switch has only 2 gig ports and 24 fast Ethernet ports. So we just selected those. I'm sorry, this should be range because it's a range of ports. Okay, so now we selected the rest of the ports, on that switch, and now we want to make sure that those ports are shut down, right? They are not used until enabled by an administrator. So we are shutting down those ports. Now let's go back to those ports again and make sure that they are not shut down. They are enabled and can be accessed by those 6 computers, right? So now we just enabled those ports, and now if we look at the running configuration, see now, as you can see, that port number up to 6 has these configuration: switch port mode access, switch port security. It will be learning the MAC address from the computer itself. Now starting from 7 all the way to gig interfaces, they are all down, but these ports are not down. It doesn't say shut down here. So these are active ports. These are connected to computers. They have this security, and they will learn the MAC address from these computers. So this is how we enable port security on a switch. This is a very important and very secure feature. If you want to have a new switch or just an old switch, it's a good idea to connect to enable the port security. Now even if this rogue laptop, I drew this just because we can establish that even if this wants to connect to this switch, it can physically connect with it, but it won't get an access on this switch. Okay, so thank you so much. See you next time.